I think probably the Clients for Life process is going to work well for almost any organization simply because it's designed to give you a proactive framework for all your interaction with your client, and it gives you the opportunity to not only be structured in your interactions with that client, but it also is flexible enough that it enables you to be successful with it in a variety of organizations. I've had several organizations that I've worked with, very different styles. Some organizations have been a much more highly collaborative, flatter organization with folks who were extremely empowered and to take initiative in how they approach their clients. And then I've worked and been successful in other organizations that are more hierarchical, a little more structured, more authoritarian in how they manage their processes. And I've found Clients for Life can be successful in any of those environments. I think it also gives you a great vernacular, a common vernacular for your employees to discuss their clients with each other, which consequently is going to not only build the brand of the process in the organization, but it's also going to allow people to have some peer coaching and some peer enforcement by the people that they work with. And it's a great way to see the success that your colleagues may be having in another region or with a difficult client, and that makes you feel like it's something that you want to try within your own region. If senior leadership is not talking about it and is not promoting it through a variety of areas throughout the organization, it just won't happen. And it doesn't matter how good your internal consultant may be, it doesn't matter how interested your account management team may be in the process. One thing that I've noticed is that people have a remarkable ability to single out what's important to their superiors, and everyone has limited time, and they're going to decide what they do every day based on what their management team tells them is important. And I think what goes with that is the opportunity to make sure that all of your ancillary processes support the overall initiative, because the Clients for Life process, it is effective not only with your account management team, but also it's related to your IT processes and your finance piece of the business, your human resources piece of the business. So I think it's important that all of those key organizations within your company understand the impact that they're going to have on that. If I had to name the pieces of the Clients for Life process that have had the most direct impact on the organizations I've worked with, I would probably have to start with the integration of a transition and expectations meeting process. There is nothing more powerful than sitting down and listening to your clients. And I think one thing that does for people is it gives you an organized way to interact with them, and they will become accustomed to that, and they'll become reliant on that. And it also ensures that you're not using your resources on items that aren't necessarily that important to the client. But if we sit and we ask the right questions, listen to the answer, and then prioritize their feedback, then we may be surprised at how well and how easily it will all come together. And that way we can always make sure that we're working on the right things that are going to get us where we need to go. So it's great to know that not only are you asking those questions, but your clients notice that, and it sets you apart from the other organizations that they work with. In my experience, most organizations can benefit with additional activities being added to your client retention processes that complement and support the Clients for Life process overall. And a couple of those that I've found to be extremely successful are a predictive tool around the stability of your clients. So I would suggest that you work with your regional manager or your account folks, and really, even though there's a great deal of subjectivity in deciding how stable you're going to to rank a client, go ahead and take a stab at it, because this is just an internal tool. And another thing that I would encourage is go ahead, even though you're having those transitions meetings and you're having those annual expectations meetings, put some structure into whether it be a quarterly review with your client or a monthly review, depending on your business and what the client expects from you. Go ahead and use something in between to support the expectations process. Make sure that your clients are hearing from you on a regular basis and there's not a change of course internally that you might have missed just because you're not speaking with them often enough.